Alright guys, welcome back. I did so many fights again this war and so much time to edit it. We are just gonna do mini bosses and boss island. So we've got this Sasquatch here on the ebb and flow knockdown, and he is global. And I'm trying, there are a couple of times here at the beginning of the fight where I really thought I had finished with a medium attack, but I must have registered as a light, and I should always have my mediums. Medium enders give me the passive heal block, and there I finally get it back on just as the power gain was going to trigger. And this fight, I've done it a couple times already this season. Sometimes I have died to it a couple times, but I've also soloed it, and it is a rough one. I still think Viv is an excellent champion here because I can get my special 2, even there that first special 1 removes the protection. The next 2 are going to be full damage without the protection on. Now I can actually go for 3 in a row, even though the last one doesn't do as much damage. That's fine. But there's just a lot of power gain. I can see right at that moment, my heal block dropped off, but my the power gain global was on. So I had to wait and let him gain a little bit of extra power because I did not have the heal block on, and there was a chance that I was going to miss. If you have the heal block on as a global attacker, you can't miss. That is the main thing. So as long as I can keep up my passive heal block, then I can't miss the entire fight at any point, whether he has the power gain or not. Here, I decide to go for special 3, get myself the Fury, and I'm going to go ahead, and I kind of get stuck against the corner here. He hits me with a big heavy in the corner. I get stuck, and luckily, with halfway done the fight, up against the wall, I managed to push my way back. You can see how sometimes Sassy's power gain combined with the Node's power gain is a little nuts sometimes, especially because I feel like I wasn't getting exactly what I wanted when I was trying to finish off my combos. Sometimes it just wasn't reading that medium attack. But there, I've got my passive heal blocks on. I'm going for it again. Wrath means he's going to be throwing back-to-back-to-back specials. Yeah, there he throws another one. There, I go in, get off another special 2. It's going to remove the protection. And again, I still have the Fury from the special 3, so we are hitting pretty hard. But he clips me again. Finally I get another phase. Go for a heavy to remove the protection. I miss my phase there again. I missed my parry, but I get off a special 2, and somehow we come away with a solo. Just means I didn't have both Vivs on both accounts this time. I only had the Viv on one, so that means I dumped a whole bunch of potions into Viv, and I've got this Burden of Might, Mr. Sinister. Here, this is flawless on this fight, where every combo, I'm just going medium enders. I sped this one up because I cannot throw a single special in this fight. All I can do is do damage from my basic hits and a striker. But the whole point here is that I am immune to the bleeds that Mr. Sinister tries to put on me with his special 1. So we're just baiting special 1s the entire time and doing medium ending combos to put the heal block on. So it doesn't matter if I crit, he's not going to get the extra healing. And I don't have to deal with any of his annoying degen because he can't put anything any of his debuffs on me. So I'm feeling great in this one. He is global, which means I need to have a heal block on the entire time, especially when he has the power gain. That is the main thing that again, as a global attacker, you need to do 5 debuffs to get a passive power gain, passive heal block, or you just have to have heal block in your kit. It can be an active, it can be passive, it doesn't matter. As long as you get a heal block on the opponent, then it's going to, as a global attacker, it's going to help you and make sure that you don't miss against a global defender. So I did speed that one up, and we're done with Sinister. Next, we're going to go into the boss circle for a bit. We've got Chavez against this aspect of evolution and unblockable special 2 Serpent. I think I tried this one during the off season and I did okay. This one here, we've got a rank 3 Chavez, and really all I'm focused on this fight is baiting specials. And even though unfortunately I lost an invulnerability boost there, that is going to come back to haunt me a little bit later. But here, if you at the end of Serpent Special 1, you can do a quick dash back before he jumps, which gives you a little bit of extra spacing. And I'm just trying to make sure I can reverse his heal gain, his power gain, and not let him get to a special 2. Here, I'm going to go ahead, again, bait this special 1 at the end. I can do a quick dash back just as he starts the jumper, so that, because you can't evade any part of his special. There, I get a big special 3. I'm feeling really good about the fight at the moment. And we're going to try and do that same cycle again. I do have 2 invulnerability boost charges left because I went in with an invul boost in case he goes to special 3. And unfortunately, it's the end of the fight that really tripped me up, not so much the rest of it. Here, we continue to keep our full negative zones on. We want as many as we can to try and reverse his power gain. And I should have probably gone for a special 2 at some point instead of the special 3s, maybe get some healing back. But I was really just focused on getting those negative zone charges and not wasting them on another one. So we get off another big special 3. We're looking good here. Again, he throws a heavy. I go in here. I'm going to intentionally push him to special 3 at this point because I have an invulnerability boost. So I tank this special 3. And again, I feel like I'm playing smart here because I want to get back down to where he doesn't have a ton of power yet. I go for the special 2. And then here, I'm going to go back into my heavies. And hopefully he throws that special 1. Excellent. Everything seems to be working out. It's going to be the very end of the fight here. Again, there where he kind of got me stuck in the corner. That wasn't great. I throw a special 2. It gets him down to 1%. But unfortunately, he was at a special 3 here. I have my one last invul boost. But when this one's done, he shoots right back up, and I don't have enough in the tank there. He got too much healing at the end of that special 3. I thought he was going to only be at that like 1% that I had him at, so that last special didn't help, didn't do anything there. So we're going to revive, go back in, and finish off this Serpent. Considering how annoying he is on this node in particular, 1 death here was not the end of the world, and we did end up winning this war. We are really trying to push into Platinum 2. We're like at the very bottom of Platinum 2, top of Platinum 3, and we're just trying to get in there. Every win is important. So we do get the win, and that's excellent. Next fight here is Viv against Domino, and it's got Conflictor and the annoying prowess, but Viv doesn't care about Conflictor because I can go ahead and phase. The only thing with Domino is I have to worry about her evade is when she's lucky. I don't have to worry about the unlucky, so I can evade the special 1s the entire time, but I have to worry about the lucky. But I'm just trying to play this one smart. I did speed up the fight again. And I'm just going to go with like usually 3 hit combos, medium, light, medium is what I'm trying to do. And then I get my unblockable special 1s. We're going to go 1, 2, and a third. And just be careful here because right now my heal block is going to go away, but the power gain was there. So I backed away because I don't want to hit and accidentally miss and then get clobbered by Domino. So that little smart move at the end there saves me. Next, we have a Conflictor Rintrah with Global on Hazard Shift Shock Bleed. I went in with Cassie, and this one went the distance. I did have the Magneto House of X pre-fight to help me get off a parry, but the issue here is that I can only really hit in during the shock phase. If I try to hit in during the bleed phase, I don't think I can really handle too many bleeds on me. I know, so my problem here is really a bit of the Conflictor removes some of my debuffs, and I'm trying to get as many power stings on, trying to get, try to finish get some medium ending combos to get the poison on. I'm trying to shrink down and get as many debuffs on, but I think the conflictor is really messing with me on this one. And I know I sped up the fight, so it is a little hectic on this one, but it took the whole 5 minutes to do the fight, and I just barely got out of it at the end. I got into a good groove where he was willing to throw some specials. I was able to shrink down and get enough power stings on to trigger that passive heal block in order to help with the global node. And you want to be knocking down Rintrah anyway because of the of his kit, where if you have 10 of his charges and you go against the wall and you hit him when he has 10, he's going to go unblockable and unstoppable. So that's no fun. You don't want to deal with that. I think it's really the unstoppable. So here I finally get into a groove where I've got a couple power stings on. I'm trying hard to drop a special one to get the taunt so that I can keep those power stings on. He's got 7 at the moment. I'm trying to get as many as I can here. I've got up to 11. Sometimes I just kind of bit the bullet and threw some hits in and took some bleed damage. That I figure I'm also getting there's also when I don't hit him for a little bit of time, I get the armor break on me, so I'm healing from that as well. Unfortunately, that nice batch of power stings that I had, those disappear. I do get the passive heal block back on. And again, I am just racing against the clock here because I'm not doing a lot of damage unless I get those power stings. So it was a little bit of a rough one here. And at the moment, I'm doing actually pretty well in terms of health overall. But with a minute to go, I kind of have to go balls to the wall. And there right now, he's got the passive power gain, and I don't have anything on me, and I accidentally hit into him, and I missed. And you can see that's the problem. I didn't have the passive heal block on. He had the power gain. I missed, and he smacked me in the face with a special. So here we kind of have to ignore almost the bleed part of the hazard shift and just go for some heavies, get some power stings on, get the passive heal block on, and unfortunately there we pushed him into the corner at 10, so unblockable, unstoppable, no fun, but we managed to get out of it. And then last but not least, we had a destroyer boss. I did have a White Magneto pre-fight just for some extra attack. I had the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights to kind of help me with my debuffs. I did do this one on Stunning Reflection Destroyer, but I did not play super great against the Destroyer in this fight. Even though I had a bit of a rough go, because you can't poison him, and then I mess up right at the beginning there. I messed up, accidentally went for an intercept just out of habit, where I know I can't do that against Destroyer because he goes unstoppable. So I finally get into a decent groove. Special 2s I don't really care about. I can bait those all day long, so I'm not too concerned about that. More so, a couple times I missed timed the heavy, which was really annoying. There, I finally start getting into a groove where I can get off, where I shrink down on his special 1, and I can go ahead and get those power stings ramping up. So that is really what I need to do. Bait heavies and counter the special 1 with my heavy. Get as many power stings up as possible. There, luckily, he didn't. I mistimed it, and he resisted half of my heavy attack there. Again, he does go unstoppable on that dash in. There, I kind of got a little bit lucky, but eventually, I think I whittle him down, and I make one mistake near the end where I hit into, I go for an intercept again by mistake, and I kept walking into heavies after I did some duels beforehand. I was feeling really confident about it, and just played awful kind of in this one. Did almost recover and almost got the solo, and then had to go in and finish him off. So a couple deaths, but it shows you the highs and lows of trying these global defenders out. War season has been kind of rough for everyone. These are, especially where we are, we're not getting, wars. Like, wars are still quite up there in deaths. But I'm trying my best to do as much as I can. Again, I think I had like 14 fights, which was my 8 path fights and 6 minis and bosses. So it's just takes its toll. Hopefully, it's good for the content. Hopefully you're enjoying these fights. And you can see here I got down to like 10%, not playing great, and I think I managed to get a little bit more damage in before I take the death in this one. But you know what? It's not so bad. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the war, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.